Hi, I'm Nicky and I'm Isla's mum, and this is Isla, and this is Hetty.
And I'm James, and I'm Isla's stepdad and Hetty's dad.
Isla was diagnosed with FOP, which is short for fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, when she was a few months old. FOP is a genetic condition, and essentially it means that her body is building bone in place of muscle, tendons, ligaments, and over time it progressively locks the body in bone. The saddening parts about it is there is no treatment, and with FOP, any trauma can cause more bone growth, so the likes of surgery is not an option. She had head flares when she was a baby, and then quite soon after, her neck and shoulders locked. By 2 years old, she lost movement in her elbows, and by 4 years old, her scoliosis started, and her growth plates fused. And so, although Isla's 8, she's quite small. Isla needs help with lots of day-to-day tasks. So, you know, whilst most children, as they get older, they gain independence, for Isla, she's lost it, and the other part is keeping her safe. Because of her arms being locked at her shoulders and her elbows, if she does fall, she can't catch her fall like you or I. It's always a balancing act of keeping her safe and giving her as much independence as we can. All that said, you still do as much as you can, don't you?
Horse riding, gymnastics, brownies. What else do you do that I've missed?
What's the one thing you really want to do again?
Swimming as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So for Isla, being in the water is actually kind of really, really beneficial. In terms of physiotherapy, there's very little kind of really hands-on physio that we can do, but certainly hydrotherapy is something that is very, very good for her. In terms of her kind of limited restriction in movement, it's also had an impact on her lung function as well. That's really driven by the scoliosis. So again, keeping kind of moving and keeping exercising, kind of developing her cardiovascular fitness is very, very important. And being in the water is certainly probably the safest way to do that for Isla. So again, any time we can get to spend in the water is fantastic. And again, she can really enjoy and have the freedom to be able to move around in the water.
Going to kind of your standard swimming pool has always been very difficult. You know, they're notoriously slippy and not necessarily the safest, with lots of other children running around, and we're hoping that by having a pool at home we can do some of the exercises to help her breathing without having the worries of her falling, and also being independent in the water. So we're hoping that we're going to be able to have fun as a family. We found out about endless pools in quite a random way, really. Quite a few friends of ours had hired hot tubs, and so I thought it would be a good idea to hire a hot tub one weekend. And all of us had a great fun time in and out of the hot water, and yeah, it was just really good fun. At the same time, we knew that, you know, that we wanted to be back swimming. We all as a family love swimming, and it was something that we'd really missed. For
Isla in particular, we need something that's a very, you know, a flat surface that you're not going to trip over. The original endless pool model, you know, ideal in terms of, you know, nice flat bottoms, in terms of, and then in terms of the benches down either side, which again is the perfect kind of height for Isla. So yeah, in terms of a product, it looked ideal. We're able to actually trial one, and again, I think we all went in, and I think we recognised straight away it was really the ideal solution.
We first met Isla, Nicky and James when they visited our show centre with a view to trying out our original endless pool. We had no doubt that an endless pool would provide a safe, fun and beneficial environment for Isla.
When we're doing a pool for someone like Isla who has these sort of hydrotherapy needs, and for her mobility it's important for her to be in water, and just to see the joy it brings to her, the smile that's on her face, it just makes it all so worthwhile.
Having the endless pool at our home has been massive for us. So previously it was so hard to get Isla to the pool, to make sure that it was a pool that was going to be safe for her. So to have it in our garden and to have it to the spec that she needs, and to be able to give her the access to the exercises and the therapy basically. The benefits have actually been probably greater than I even imagined, because we ended up with an endless pool because of the bench that goes around the side, because Isla's always in depth when she's on that. And that was important because she needs to feel comfortable in the pool. With no arm movement, she's unable to swim like you and I, and so she can be really independent in our pool. She can go in with her sister and I can watch from the side, which is just a pure joy. And she can have her friends around as well, so it becomes like a social thing. So it's not just about the physical benefits, about the emotional and her well-being and ours as well. So now it's the summer, we're in the pool every single day. The girls, as soon as they come back from preschool and school, they want to be getting in the pool, and we just love it. You know, being able to be in the water, which is just so good for your body, you know, for Isla, for able people and disabled people. It's just a great asset for us all, and we really feel like we make the right decision going with home counties and getting this pool installed in our garden.